Hello everyone and welcome back to Inscryption. So, we were just told to grab our figurine, which is by the safe. And now it's also a chance for us to look around the room and discover that there is kind of an escape room puzzle going on here. Just like this is one of the first hints that I never would have gotten, because I don't actually look at the hint, the rule book. But this says that, he said that our figurine was by the safe, and the safe code happens to be 273. So, let's go check this out. So first of all, grab this guy. Second of all, 273. And this unlocks the stink bug card. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape. That's Iron Crypt. It's the stout. Is the round? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. And I get a key. But I can't pick it up? What? Did I just unlock a key? Can I use it here? Oh, it's because I'm already holding something. Okay. And then there's also this. So we need to get an elk, and then and we need to place an elk and a squirrel in that position. Hang on a second. Why are the... Is this one glowing? No. Okay. So we need to put this down first of all. Let us continue. I'd rather not, though. I have something that I need to do. Okay, now I have the key. I can put it in here. Boom. And this reveals that puzzle. Also, there's this. Don't know what that does quite yet. There's a tooth in here. Spin that around. Touch him a little bit. Look at the squirrel. Can't grab the knife. So now these are puzzles based on combat. We need to do 5 damage to the other side. So why can I not bring it to my side? There we go. So this would do 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And this unlocks the skink. I forgot that I had put that there. Very well. You may add it to your deck, and I'll deal you one ever so often. Okay, so we completed the first puzzle. Now this one gets a little more complicated, and it uses the ability that we just unlocked, which normally you'd have to wait to figure out when after you use it, or maybe use the rule book. But let's see what happens here. So we need to deal 5 damage. We can put this here, put that back, maybe put this down, put this up. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5 damage. So, you would say why not put this here, but that's because this is blocked off, so you can't move this at all. And this ability allows when this creature gets hit, it puts a tail off to the side, or it moves it. Either it creates the tail here, or it moves the creature off to the side, one or the other. And so then that would block, and I suspect that it would definitely block over here. So either way, right now this prevents anything from being blocked, and we should win this puzzle right here. Ooh, worker ant and ant queen are very good, actually. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well. I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. And this unlocks more puzzles. So this uses the ant ability, which we would again have to learn about, but since we are here, I think we just put all these guys out, and we should... No, it doesn't exactly win. We have to do... Oh, wow. Maybe we do something like this. The more ants that are on the board, the more damage that ants do in total. So, with 3 ants on the board, each ant would do 3 damage. So, I don't know if there's going to be... I don't know if overkill damage works. I don't think it attacks the player. I think it only attacks cards. So, these 2 would be blocked. Then, this guy is blocked from being able to split off a tail. This guy's tail would go over here, but we have a flying guy, so he would attack over the tail, and then this guy would do 3 damage. That should equal 5. Curious. Caged wolf. Interesting. So now these just use abilities that we have all seen before. So let's do something like this. So this should do 1, 2... 3, and then that would block it. So that's not good. I can't move that, and I can't move this. Well, that's ass. So would this work? No, because I'm assuming the tail goes over here and blocks it. What if I do this? Nope, that doesn't work either. This one's tricky, huh? Can't move that. I don't understand. This puzzle just doesn't even... I know that's possible, it just doesn't make sense, though. Okay, so this guy does 1 damage. He's completely unopposed. This guy does 2 damage. And then this, and then he hits this, which then puts the tail off somewhere. I don't know which side it actually takes, but I assume it'd be this one. Then this gets attacked, and then this attacks the tail, and it also blocks the tail. Can't move this, so this just needs to not be on the board, I guess. Can I just brute force this? There's not many options I can take advantage of. This guy's just free real estate. I can put him up, but there's no point. Maybe I just never did complete this puzzle, and maybe I'm not supposed to because it's too early. Alright, fuck this puzzle. Some bullshit. Okay. What is next? I think now only thing we can do is play the game. We need to try and keep our eye out for an elk. The meager coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. An unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. So yeah, the cockroach is extremely powerful, not even for using it the way that it's meant to be used, but also for just transcribing its ability onto other things. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. Yeah, I already did it. Okay, so we're gonna gain an item, which is really annoying, because we just basically have to waste that freaking move. But, oh well, you know, it's scripted that way. You again. Indeed! A friend here freed me! Well, I basically told him how to do it. You got a plan? We have another friend here. It's gonna take me a bit to get the... you wouldn't be of him a friend. I wouldn't call him a friend, but I suppose we are in deep this time. I don't know what voices to give these people. I'm not very good at different voices, so not for sure. Okay, this is interesting. So this guy does 1 damage, so we can place the stoat here, and he will live and kill him. Keep me alive. Well, we'll see about that. Enough. Haha, no. Okay. He hits that. Then the sparrow comes down, attacks over him. He hits the sparrow. We have the 2 squirrels now, which we will place down to place down the ant queen. Then we can also place down the... in power, in numbers, that the ants creed. So we can also place down the stink bug because she costs bones. So yeah, this is just a pretty good setup right here. And then the ant queen also has an ability where she creates a worker ant. So then we can place another squirrel, spend the ant, and then both of the ants become more powerful. And we just generally do a lot more damage, and hopefully we got some overkill from that. 1 point. Sweet. If you desire it, you may stand now. It will allow me time to plan. Oh my god, if it'll make you shut the fuck up, I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. I've already fucking failed that, bro. Like, you can't even just speak to me right now. Oh dear. The fervid mantis. Its prying claws strike it to both the left and right. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking. Yeah, I hate the elk, but I have to have it for the frickin' thing. Blood Elder! I'm not taking the elk over the Blood Elder. Come on. Like, fucking give me a break here, bro. So we're definitely going to use this here. So we're going to take the cockroach's ability and apply it to someone. Who is that someone? The Ant Queen is very tempting. This one's also very good. But I need sacrifices to be able to bring him back. And the Ant Queen does take 2 blood per thing, so it could be a little rough. I'm putting on the Blood Elder because that's what my gut tells me. Because he's just got 3 frickin' sigils now. Like, come on, he's just insane. There's a boulder on the board, a sparrow, and a porcupine. Okay, so we're gonna put the worker ant in front of the sparrow so that he won't die. And there's nothing else we can do for this turn. Then we take a squirrel and put the skink in front of the porcupine. It's hard to call it cowardly. And then we can also put the opossum down, which I think I probably should have done before. Okay. So we're not dead, and we should find. So now we're even on attack, except for that sparrow's gonna die, so we're actually gonna gain a point. Let's see what we get from our deck. It's so strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the flash. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender, or you may finish the match the slow way. So it's basically never a good idea to concede unless he mistakenly concedes, and you really think you're gonna fail either way. So right now we are just going to. The stink bug costs 2 bones. We only have 1, so we're just gonna continue on. Oh, we are even on damage right now. Okay, interesting. Let's get another thing out here. The bullfrog. Sure. Let's use the squirrel to put the bullfrog down to then kill the porcupine, and we do 2 damage in points. Okay, let's see what we get from here. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. All right. Everything does the same amount of damage in my hand so far, so we can just let this keep going the way it is. See what we got here. Caged wolf. That's not helpful right now. And we will get 2 points of overkill. Unless... Okay, ant queen. We can sacrifice 2 of these guys to then make these guys have 2 damage. Ooh. We can then sacrifice the opossum to have another ant, which each of them do 3 damage, and we have the bones to be able to place the stink bug as well. So now we do 10 damage, which will give us 9 points of overkill. And that's why you don't want to accept as conceding when possible. You know, when it doesn't benefit you. Other than if you're speedrunning, I guess. I have the most exquisite pelts. Oh, take one in the house. Okay, we take a gold one and we take a wolf pelt. Now, basically, we want to try and find a trader as soon as possible so we can get these out of our hand, because you can see how much they can screw you, like what happened on the last run in general. Much appreciated. That's interesting. I don't actually remember that. There's no trader up ahead so far. So I'm thinking having a pack rat generally will be pretty useful. What's in our deck? Oh, that's not how you check it. How do I check my deck? Oh, there we go. Okay. So there is a sigil thing, but we don't have like really good sigils that we want to transfer. We can't transfer his sigils to another creature. The stink bug thing may be good for the ant queen, but it's good to have a few bone creatures just to be able to utilize your bones. Generally, I don't think it's a good idea right now to go here. I do think that the pack mule thing may be the best, but this is also very tempting because it's just always a benefit. What do we have? Could make the opossum a much more powerful attacker, or he could have more health, because that's another option that could happen. I'm just gonna go with my gut and do the pack rat first. While we're early on. I mean, early on might be the worst time, actually, but I don't know. Then we go to our next fight. Stump is in the way, and a wolf cub is over there. This ant will live, but I have to put him right here to be able to kill the wolf cub before he evolves. Then a sparrow, not too bad to deal with. We have to draw a squirrel first, just generally. Let's see what's next. Another wolf cub is pretty bad. I'm thinking the worker ant has to die. Oh, let's just pick this first, see what it is. Fucking wolf pelt. So let's put the squirrel down, sacrifice the worker ant and the pack rat to put him down. I should have placed an item, because the tooth thing isn't very good. I mean, it can get you out in a pinch, but it's generally there's better items. And let's pick another cards. Bullfrog, can't use it because I don't have... Well, I guess I could sacrifice the pack rat, but he does 2 damage now, so we pull a squirrel, put the bullfrog in the way, which he will actually defend against the sparrow's flying. Let's grab another thing. It's a rabbit pelt, unfortunately for me. I mean, it doesn't matter what we do, we can't place it down. Except, actually, yes we can, so we'll sacrifice the bullfrog to get a little more overkill from the blood elder. We have nothing else that we can sacrifice, so then we get 4 points of overkill. Typically, I don't actually like to deal with the overkill because the pelts are so obnoxious, like they just were. But you know how it is. I'm gonna I already have pelts, so I'm gonna try and deal with it. You came across a hobbled man standing beside some boulders. You caught me off guard. Not supposed to see me till further down the road. Say, I like to gamble. If you can pick a boulder that has gold in it, you can keep it. Show me where to strike. Middle. Dagnabbit, no gold. But that's a funny looking environment. Keep it. That's pretty good, actually. The Mantis can be a very powerful card, especially if you upgrade it at the campfires. Like right now. 2 health, okay. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its health, said one. Okay, so who really should have more health? I'm thinking the opossum or the mantis. I'm gonna go mantis. The survivors were right about them, the flames. They had enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your mantis. So maybe in the story mode it just doesn't let you do it multiple times. Okay, we got the smoke, which also generates 4 bones, making it a little more useful now. The incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. 'Twas the Prospector. Yeehaw! Prospector boss again. Okay, so the coyote, pack mule. So let's start by placing a squirrel here. I should have actually started with the smoke. Mantis goes here. He has the pack mule thing, but I fucking didn't think about using it again. And we can't sacrifice anything. Well, I could sacrifice the smoke. Interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Then let's use the stoat here. So many bones. Okay, so we have 3 damage dealt here. The coyote is going to die. Let's pull a card, see what happens. The ant queen. Okay, and now the adder is going to kill the mantis. Unfortunately. Let's pick a squirrel. Let's put the opossum in front of the adder, so then he will kill the adder. We still deal damage. Pack mule continues. The other coyote is blocked. The opossum will attack the pack mule for 1 point of damage. We have the blood elder, which is really good. But we're gonna let this other thing, this next situation complete. Then we're also gonna take the another squirrel, so we can place the ant queen on this next phase, because we're gonna lose our cards in this next phase. There's gold in them cards. Gold! I've struck gold! Alrighty, let's take another squirrel so that we still have enough squirrels after doing this. But he also has the infinite sacrifice ability, so I didn't even have to actually do that now that I think about it. And in the next turn, we're actually going to win. So we can place... We're going to draw this card, place a squirrel, sacrifice the blood elder and the ant queen. And even though this all doesn't matter, because now we have 2 points of overkill, and we win. And the ant queen was basically useless anyway. Oh well. Let me relight your candles. Very well. You may choose a rare card. Whoa. The prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. The gecko and Urayuli. Honestly, these picks aren't very good. Actually, the gecko is a free card that does damage, so that's not too bad. The Urayuli is really tempting, but I don't think I'm going to have a chance to get to use it. After the harrowing encounter with the prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. The air grew thick with moisture. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the silence, the sound of your footsteps. You beheld the wetlands. Okay, another card. A Venerable Alpha. Its courage emboldens the creatures it stands beside. And the Rattler. So I'm thinking the Alpha. It's lower cost, it does some damage, and it makes other creatures more powerful as well. So that's very cool, especially if we get a blockage on his side, like a tree or something. Let me look ahead. I still don't think there's a trader in our path. I don't remember what this is. I think it might actually just be a card sacrifice. So I don't think I want to do that. Do we have cards that I would like that I would rather sacrifice? Not really, actually. I like my cards. Let's go get another pack rat. Awful, but pack rat, yeah. Okay, and then we have a totem battle, which is not preferable, but I felt that this was better. So this is an insect thing where the insects will move. That can make it a little more tricky. Well, they count as insects. Interesting. So we will definitely start with... How much health does he have? Well, they're flying anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll start with Blood Elder on there, and he'll do some sick damage, and he'll also kill the bee. Oh, shit. Okay, I did not think about that. We definitely want a squirrel. Let's pull a tooth. We'll activate the pack rat, and he gives us an hourglass, which I believe lets him skip his turn. Hourglass to the user. Your adversary will entirely skip the next turn. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty powerful. And we got some, well, I thought it was gonna be sick over damage, but it was only 1 over damage, so that's only like okay over damage. Now we pick another new card, getting a little full up. The Tragic Rat King. When their tangled bodies become corpses, you will gain 4 bones. I don't think that's really worth it for 2 blood. It's an okay card, but for 2 blood, it's not good enough, I don't think. I will definitely take another rat. I will take another mantis, I'm thinking. Now, we are gaining a lot of cards, so I would like to combine some cards here. So we probably would want to get rid of a pack rat and give the ability to... give it to the Gek. Make him even better. Sure, it's just free real estate, basically. Unless I used the cockroach. Wait, did I have the cockroach? I thought I got the cockroach. Did I die or something? Oh no, I used the cockroach on him. Okay. It would have been really nice to be able to use that on the Gek, because then the Gek can be an infinite, like, shield and also damage. And it costs literally nothing to place on the board, so that would have been really cool. But like I said, there's no way of knowing what's going to happen in the future, so I had to do what I had to do. Had to do what a man does. So the best thing that I'm seeing right here is putting the mantis right here, because then he can get 2 damage dealt, and he'll also attack the bullfrog. Ew, spider. But I'm sure he's going to play something to kill the mantis on his next turn. Either way, I feel it's best on what my knowledge is right now. What a surprise. Couldn't have seen that coming. So then, let's place the stoat in front of the bullfrog. And then we will kill the bullfrog. The coyote will kill the mantis. This is actually looking to be a really horrible situation here. Let's sacrifice the stoat to put the blood elder in front of the coyote, which will then kill the coyote, and then he'll deal 4 damage, which we can easily deal with for now. Come on! It's not even giving me a chance. What's the next thing? Caged wolf. Let's use our emergency squirrel. We then will sacrifice the squirrel and the blood elder to put the caged wolf in front of the rattler, and we will continue. Okay, so we put the other ability on the blood elder. Well, we have to do a squirrel, which then we can sacrifice the squirrel for the blood elder to kill that guy. They will deal 2 damage, and this guy will block that, which will then, okay. What was that? So then we'll still be alive, but just barely. We can afford to take a card, because he will attack the Rattler, kill it. He will attack, have 4 damage, and then we will still lose 2 damage, but that's fine because we will be alive still. We will still have gained a point, I believe. The Coyote is going to attack him, but at least it's not another freaking adder. We'll place a Squirrel, place a Bullfrog, boom, goes the Dynamite. He overkills and takes out all of those cards, and I believe he's run out of cards to deal with. We'll take a Squirrel, but we'll probably win this in his next turn with some 3 points of overdamage. So now we, since we got the thing killed, we got the caged wolf uncaged, we have this. Ooh, also free real estate. Can I put this over here? Hell yeah, I can. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel, though you may wish that you hadn't. Okay. Does this change at all? No. I still don't know how to do that. And I still haven't even gotten the elk to even try and do this puzzle. I probably won't be able to complete that in this run. Now this is actually the trader. Cool. Oh fuck. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. So, yeah, there's some decent cards in here. What is this? Does he build like things on the side of him? Dam builder. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a dam is created on each side of the space. A dam is defined as 0 power and 2 health. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking the cat is still one of the best cards out of those ones. Wolf pelts 2. Ooh. An infinitely sacrificable opossum, which costs 2 bones, is pretty good. A grizzly bear with the lootable perk is very good, and a black goat with thorns is also very good. I'm gonna go with the black goat. Is that a golden pelt? Magnificent. Alright. Another Gek is pretty good, but we also have a blood thing now, so I think we could get away with an Urayuli. But we have to have the stars aligned to make it happen. A strange larva is a lot more of a safe bet, but I'm going to take a fun risk and go with the Urayuli. These pelts are most excellent, my thanks. Now, we combine the powers. Unfortunately, we can't use the goat, because he already had the thorns thing, but we can make something else infinitely sacrificable. An infinitely sacrificable mantis could be really powerful, but also an infinitely sacrificable opossum could be really good too. I'm gonna go with the mantis though. My instinct tells me the mantis because it could be really powerful if he has any blockages. Like right now? This could be a powerful first hand. I don't think I can get away with it though. Let's do this. Yeah, I can't make the opossum. Damn. That would have been an insane first hand if I could get the Urayuli out first turn. But now we can sacrifice the goat and the squirrel, place the Urayuli there, and place the opossum here. Kill the bat, do all the damage, and we don't win, and we're gonna get a bunch of overkill. Just because Urayuli is Urayuli. And we could place the Gek, even though it doesn't matter. Oh, I should have... those are all really good items, actually. Okay. So that was pretty sick. We are forced to go to the Trapper, and it's right before that, which is... it's just absolute ass. It's right before the next boss fight, which sucks. Have a free one, we get a gold one, and another gold one, and that takes all of our stuff. So that, honestly, is probably the best possible outcome. Thanks for your patronage. I don't remember what his voice was. Okay, what do we have here? But I think it might honestly be better to power up something else. Like maybe allowing the goat to have damage, but he's usually played just to be sacrificed, obviously. I'm gonna go with this and see what happens. 1 power. So now this guy, he could be really good. The Gek is really tempting. We also have this other mantis, which is very powerful, or could be really powerful. The opossum is also a great choice. I think we go with the opossum for now. Power of the opossum is enhanced. You suspect the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your opossum in tow, you retreat into the woods. Now it's boss fight time. Let's do this again. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. A rank odor causes your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was the rotting fish that hung from the branches around you. A huge man appeared. Go. I know, my voice is really good. Thank you. Did I get knocked out? Do I have the smoke? I do. Okay. Kingfisher off the bat, not bad for us. In fact, we can handle this fairly well with a situation like that. We have to take a squirrel, which then can be sacrificed to go on the other side there. Crap, I did not think that was actually going to work, so now he's going to spawn 2 chum buckets, which we didn't get to see before. Go fish! So we start by doing this, I think. Oh crap, the mantis is in a horrible position here. We will start by sacrificing. Oh crap. We have to use this dagger, and it's gonna be pretty brutal, so be aware about that. We'll start by using the dagger. Since we have to use it for an Easter egg anyway that progresses the game. And that will make it so that it's almost 1, which then will make this decision super easy, where we just sacrifice the wolf for the worker ant, sacrifice the squirrel for the mantis, which then gives us another item, which is a frozen opossum, which is really good. And we'll do 1 point of over damage, and we beat the boss fight. And even though our sight is hindered, need a light. I believe we should get our sight back. Your reward. Please. No, okay. I have no words for this freak of nature. So he moves, and also touch of death. When a card bearing the sigil damages another creature, the creature perishes. Okay. I don't remember if this guy extends out or how he works. Another Gek. The Eternal Serpent. Death strengthens it forever. The Ouroboros is just an insane card. It sucks in the beginning, but it's literally strengthens it forever. Believe it or not, you're not the first to lose an eye here. This isn't much fun if you're blind. Perhaps you'd like to replace it. So now we look in here and... Wait, are you serious? No. No. Doesn't want me to progress too fast, so it doesn't have the special eye, unless that was it, but there's supposed to be a special eye in there, but it didn't have it. Regardless, the choice is final. So now I have a goat eye, but oh well. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. The frigid gust of wind billowed? What the hell is billowed? Unwelcome into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. I'm thinking this is probably the better choice right now. Oh, but this can give me a really good card. It's a hard choice. Because then I could get another pack rat. Sure, let's go with that. That's what my instinct is telling me right now. You arrived at the inky black mouth of a cave. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke.
Pass one of my trials, and I will be yours.
In a raspy voice. I don't know if that was exactly raspy, but oh well. 3 creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide they will decide your success or failure. It spoke again.
But first, you will have to choose a trial. The trial of blood.
The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 4 blood combined to pass. The trial of wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. The Trial of Bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. I think the sigils is probably our best bet because we do have enough cards where we may not get the 4 blood cost, but the sigils are on basically on everything.
Let the trial of wisdom begin.
1 sigil, no sigils, no sigils.
Failure.
I did not think about the stupid ass pelts that it's forced me to get, but oh well. So we get another pack rat.
Mine.
Go and do another fight. Okay, what are we dealing with? Raven eggs and a wolf cub. So all these are going to evolve, and this is going to be a very powerful first hand for him. This is unfortunately a pretty atrocious first hand, but it does help me deal with some of this. Shit, I should have used an item, but these are all still pretty decent. So let's deal with this, get our 2 damage, so then he won't be able to attack. He will do 1 damage, but the mantis will be able to kill him, do some damage to the raven egg, even though the raven egg will not die and it will still get to evolve. It's a necessary evil at the moment. Now these guys are flying, so then 5 damage is going to be dealt to me. Unfortunate. But we can place the Ouroboros for its first time, which then he can damage. We'll place the frozen opossum here. Unfortunately, we have to use the past turn on him. So I may have wasted my frozen opossum, unfortunately. Well, I don't have to waste it. I can place it there. I am obligated to pass. I was honestly kind of hoping that Ouroboros would die, but I don't think that this match is going to provide that for him. It's a tough decision. I think I should go with a squirrel for now. Shit. I made misplays. I want to see if this actually works. So in Casey's mod, which happens after you beat the game, this is a way that you basically have to play a perfect game constantly to actually win. And if you exit the game to the main menu, you'll be brought back to the map, which then will reset the fight if it ever gets back to it. There we go. So it does work in story mode. Honestly, I probably could have accepted the loss, but I don't want to. I just made a bunch of mistakes there. So we start with the mantis going here, which I don't believe was a mistake. Now we get, let's actually pass his turn on that turn and do that. I'm obligated to pass. So we pulled a squirrel, so now let's pull another squirrel, and now we can do Ouroboros, which we can place, we'll place it here. Might not be completely wise, because I want him to die, but I don't want to just completely waste him on the porcupine. Now let's see what our next card is, the bullfrog. Let's actually sacrifice the Ouroboros on him, because now the Ouroboros has 2 power and 2 health, making him a little more useful on his next life. Five more damage, or 3 more damage. Let's grab this squirrel, and I will sacrifice the squirrel and the bullfrog to then place the Ouroboros here so that he can kill the raven egg on the next turn, but also we have an even amount of damage for this turn. Actually, no, we gain 1 point on this turn, since no one is blocking either of the mantis strikes. Placed a squirrel. That might not necessarily be wise. Don't think I could win this, actually, because the boulder doesn't have flying protection. Doesn't guard against flying, which is really annoying. And so on his turn, he's going to overkill me, I think. Or he's gonna get just enough. Alright, whatever. Fuck it. I'll deal with it. How disappointing. Yeah, you're telling me, dickhead. Shut the fuck up. Just get an insured card. The Neskant fawn. It quickly grows into an elk. The regal moose. The creatures of the wild make way for it. So he pushes cards to the side, while also moving. Do we have the elk? Well, there's a chance we could do our thing then, but the wolf is so much better. We'll take the elk fawn just to see if we can get the situation going. And then there is the thingy. There's the totem thingy. Let's put one of the pack rats on. Let's put it on the elk fawn just to make him a little bit less of a punch to the dick, because I don't like the moving cards. I just find them not to be very useful. I just find the movement to be a hindrance typically. Again, a very powerful freaking first hand, which is rough. We will start by placing the stoat here. Next move is a squirrel, which we can place there. Place the frog to go there. Put the opossum here to kill their elk fawn. Now they're going to be dealing a lot of damage. I don't know. This is what kind of has to happen. I think we still lose either way. Alright, you know what? I'll just accept the loss on that. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Alas, it is time for you to perish. Stay there. No need to move. I'm afraid you are not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put that camera of mine? Oh, did you really think I would leave film in that camera? Do you have any idea what that camera is capable of? Give me that. We have a memento to create. Behold, your death card. Shall we begin to ink it? Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Obviously, I'm taking Golden Pelt. The cost of free from the Golden Pelt. And another. This time, I will use its power and health. Well, this fucking blows. 2 power and 2 health. And now, choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. What the fuck is wrong with that black goat? I mean, this is still just better. It's better than that, I think. But it is free. It's a really hard decision. Sigil of worthy sacrifice and a sigil of sharp quills from the black goat. It's an interesting card. I'm gonna call him Flesh Heap. One thing now remains. I must capture your visage. Say cheese. Cheese! I had such high hopes for that last one. Honestly, me too, but not everything can work out in life, right? Why do I bother trying to teach you? You will learn as we go, or you will die. A gift from the angler. You see, he was defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. It would be unfortunate if you were to fall to the prospector before he was given that chance. His hook is powerful. You may steal one of my cards with it. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. It seems the lowly stink bug has made its way in, but it is dealt, so it stands. Okay. Alright. So, that's another episode in the books. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I hope that even though I failed, it was still entertaining. Even if you are a person who knows everything about the game. I hope to play a lot more games. There's hopefully going to be a lot more gaming on my channel, and I hope that you find enough reason for me to be entertaining and to subscribe. That's all I have to say for now, so I'm going to say bye-bye.